Hi, welcome to SBL Biz TV. My name is Mike Cosentino. And this week we're going to talk to you about taking action in marketing. That includes both online and offline. One of the most common things I've seen over the years with a lot of people, both in online marketing and offline marketing, and whether that's in marketing, once again online or in some form of sales and you're listening to this, is action. And some people get caught up in just thinking about things too much without taking action. So I wanted to outline some things for you here today that I believe make a big difference and have for me over the years in taking action and getting from point A to point B, which is success with whatever your endeavor is. So first off, I'd like to say about setting daily goals and taking action and just getting started. And that's usually what I find the most difficult thing for a lot of people, whether it's online marketing or a new business opportunity, or if you're a small business, just taking the next step. Instead of just thinking about it, talking about it, and kind of in that ready, set, at some point you got to fire. And setting the goals and then taking action is critically important. So taking that first step every day towards that and having that goal in place is really important. Next is holding yourself accountable, and holding yourself accountable daily. Making sure you know what you're supposed to be doing each day and go into each day with a plan. And the better you get at this, the more productivity you're going to see, and then the more success you're going to see with things getting done. And believe me, over time, things getting done will pay off. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but over time it will. And it's really important of that to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable to what you want to accomplish on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis, and making sure you're holding your team accountable too. That you might be starting off by yourself, but over time you're going to build a team and you're going to have people around you that are helping you out, and you want to make sure that all ships are sailing in the same direction and that everyone's being held accountable. Next is improving every day. Now, I've heard it before, and you may have heard this before, that hey, if you improve 1% per day, just 1% per day, think about what it could be a year from now. It's 365% improvement. And that's huge. So if you start each day with a way to improve, because you're holding yourself accountable, and you know where your weaknesses are and your strengths are, and you hold yourself accountable, you're going to know what to improve on, okay? And if you just take one little step each day towards that in your online marketing or in your marketing, it's going to make a huge difference in your business. Celebrate success. I think this one is overlooked the most, and usually what causes burnout or people just quitting on it is making sure that you're putting parameters in place along the way and you celebrate those. It could be as simple as you had to redesign your website. Make sure that there's some form of celebration in place for it. Whatever that is, that's up to you. But just make sure that you're celebrating your successes and that you feel good about what you're doing as you're moving forward. If it's a certain sales figure that you want to hit, if it's a certain lead point that you want to hit, wherever you're at in your process, make sure that you're setting up celebration points for yourself, because it's really important along the way, because nothing comes easy when you're doing business. But if you keep working at it, you'll get there and you'll reach those specific goals if you're putting them in place on a daily basis and taking action towards them. And remember that. Next is test, test, test. I have a saying about testing and about putting a product and implementing, okay, is that first you want to implement, then you want to renovate it, and then innovation comes. I've done that process many times and it works in business. If you just get to the implementation point, at that point you'll start assessing month after month and you'll start renovating. You're going to put systems in place that you like and see and ones that you don't like. That's called the renovation. Then suddenly, as you start to evolve, you'll begin to innovate and coming up with your own ideas and how to make it more efficient, how to get it better, and really it takes on a life of its own. And that's something you want to make sure that you do day in, day out, is testing and testing. And remember, implement, renovate, innovate. Okay? Then lastly, I would just say is this: stick with it. Set the goals in place, and whatever bumps in the road you got to go across them, get across them, and then go for that goal that you put into place. Hope you found this information here helpful today for you and your life. Until next week, my name is Mike Cosentino. I wish you nothing but the best of success.